Mm-hmm.
Okay, looks like everything's good to go. I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick and use the restroom, then we'll start.
Okay. Sounds good. Hi, Odin. Congrats at first. How are you doing today?
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alright, we ready to do this?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, Malcolm. Ladies and gentlemen, please, will you bring your attention to me? Guess what? We're back. Zell and I are back to have a little bit of fun. Zell, why don't you tell them what we're doing today?
Today we are handling none other than the Ulda section of ARR at the very start before we reach the dungeon stretch. Which will be fun.
Yep. So, yep, we're last time we did this, we covered with our mains to cover the beginning, and we figured, what the hell, why not? We'll go ahead and cover the Ulda, like what would happen if you started an Ulda and Gridania. But today we're just going to cover the Ulda section.
Yep.
So we have our alts all set up. I gotta go meet Zell on her alt. And Malcolm is bound and determined to be a part of this. Big old baby.
Oh.
Adventurers Guild. Oh, Malcolm, stop. Damn, cat.
There you are. I see you decided to fund Lisa.
Yeah, I figured this one is a little less work for me to do class-wise if I want to maintain the only using ARR classes, because then I only have to switch between two.
There. Meanwhile, I only have to worry about the one.
Yep. Alrighty, so let's go. I'm pretty sure I have New Game Plus open, so
I do as well.
Commencing start of new game.
New Game
Starting.
Plus. I'm a Modi.
Starting with the quest, you must rebuild.
Yep. So
I'll let you do the reading first.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, youngling, how are you finding our fine Ulda then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city's walls. The bustle and streets of Ulda are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you. Name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ulda Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall and you'll see the great gate of Nob staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come before long, but I'm struggling and I don't know why.
Well, it's not even pirate speak.
I know. Just autism kicking into high gear. Just, what? What's reading?
What are these words that you want me to?
Yeah. There's dangers beyond the wall, though. More than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. There we go.
Oh, you're so sweet. Okay. And out we go this way.
Yep. Indeed.
And Papa Sean gets an honorable mention for being a tolerable Lalafell.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah, so, yeah, it's like, once you said you were going to grab food, it's like, okay, I'll run one of my alts through Trial and Norma real quick, and got enough tomes to get her chess piece, so now she's up in the weapon grind.
Hey.
Of course, Darren walks on the grass.
Yep.
Keep off the grass. Fuck your son.
Fuck your sign. Hi, Papa Sean.
Well, you certainly look the part of adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Mamodi advised me to expect? When did she advise you? I'm Papashan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lollifill passing his final years in quiet solitude. 12 know there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Uldans work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have rebuilt Ulda to grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard, too, were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there's still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Uldan needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. And moving on to the next one. Nothing to see here.
Yep.
Your turn.
Alrighty. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area, a dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself.
Okay, hold on. Comfort food to help you from killing yourself, and you just talked about hot and cold racking the body and mind, and you give pretzels that dehydrate you.
Oh my god.
Because yeah, that totally makes sense to do. Alright, well, looks like the closest one might be over here. Western front clear, eastern front clear. And you've made that deduction just by standing here. For me? From Papa Sean? A twilight pretzel? My favorite. How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. So, which character do you have in Gridania?
Neff.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotta figure out how to get up there to him.
Over here.
Yep, I started off in Ulda when I first started playing through my trial.
I'm guessing you want me to take this one?
Sure.
Halt! Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head.
Okay.
State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papashan. By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist.
Oh no.
I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. Please give Papashan my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor.
Why does that sound like rain humor?
I know, right?
He loves puns, no matter how bad they are. Yeah, part of me sitting there thinking it's like just because we started with the old all section first and the roleplay and everything, I should have done this as Zeno.
I mean, either way, it's fine.
12 saved me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. The Twilight Pretzel. Don't mind if I do. Now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Okay. Must be a moist pretzel.
Mmm.
I remember when I first started playing, I used to see these Adamantoids being like, nope, not to fuck with that.
Yeah. But now we could probably one-shot them if we wanted to.
Now I sit there and look at it, be like, I'll take pity on them.
Yeah.
Your turn.
You've returned, and with a deal few pretzels I see. Tell me, how fare our Sultan's sworn sentries? Do they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing. Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There's more I would ask of you. Okay.
Yes, put me to work, you little lalafell. Alright, Lisa, Darren, I have just this moment. No, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news. Which is the real reason I sent you to meet those Sultans sworn.
Cutscene.
A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered to see her safe return. The Sultans sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Lisa and Darren. It must not. I need you to help me find her.
Okay.
Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lyria. Or Lylira? I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. Sure.
Sure.
Let's go look for a little noblewoman somewhere in the south by a big tree.
Not suspicious at all.
I mean, considering this is mostly a desert area, I guess, the big tree is at least a good indication, but
Yeah.
I guess a lot of that comes down to what do you consider a big tree?
This is fair.
Because it's like, I consider this a big tree, but that's not the tree we're looking for.
Yeah. There's an even bigger tree.
This is not the tree you're looking for. How dare you try and use Jedi mind tricks on me?
Oh no, a single instance. Whatever will we do? Break party.
Alrighty, we'll be back. Oh, Sultan Tree. Here we go.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear. Show yourself.
Hi. Hello, Cells Type 2.0.
As you command, O Lilira. Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one that Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive...
Elusive? Have you seen my map markers?
You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness.
It's like we got the Lullafill on Mojack.
The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas,
See, there was no
the
real
station
protecting
master will
going
have
on
to
until
wait
you
for
mentioned
her.
it.
Yeah.
Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way. As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
Please stay in harm's way. Okay, if you insist.
It's only because your cell's tight.
Monkey.
Wow, Flash, I forgot all about that skill. And look, his name is even like it's trying to plead to you, the handsome stranger.
Yeah, I know. Ah, yes, here come the ads. One hit.
Lovely, I brought friends. What friends?
What friends? Yeah, exactly. we killed them in one hit, bro.
Thanks for using that dagger wrong.
Indeed.
Stay close to me if you want me to heal you.
I haven't taken any damage, so...
Hey, hold on. How the fuck did you get Sword Oath? And why the fuck do you still have it?
Round 3 of ads. Alrighty. There we go.
Goodbye, ads.
Goodbye, ads. Under 10% for me.
And done.
Done.
Hmm?
A crystal, whatever could that mean?
Oh my god, it's floating! It just magically floated between my hands.
I don't know how that happened. Oh no, my eyes!
Oh no! Visions of Endwalker flow into my mind.
Hear, feel, think.
Look, it's the final days.
Mm-hmm.
I have a name.
Bearer.
Yeah. We have names, use them.
I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Damn, that's a big crystal. Wonder how much we could sell that for in the market board.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Watch me do a Goku. Woo!
Go now, my child, and shine thy light.
Kind of makes you wonder how many times did Heidelin have that conversation with a chosen before us?
Yeah. Probably quite a bit, considering that how many calamities we've been through.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, coming
I
around.
was just taking a dirt nap.
Would you mind
That was a
telling
void
me
scent.
what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void scent? Yeah, but how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits.
I got more questions than answers there for you,
Don't
Thinkard.
suppose the answer came to you in a dream. No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal.
You know, he seems far more like understanding of the whole crystal
This
significance
changes
than
everything.
Nishtola did.
Yeah.
Just thinking aloud. At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once. I leave Lady Lyra in your capable hands.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe? I shall return and tell them myself.
As you wish, your impetuousness.
You have no idea.
I suspect we shall meet again before long.
But the dirt was so
Until then,
comfy.
try and stay
As
awake.
long as I was laying on top of it and not 6 feet under it.
Yeah.
And back to party we go.
Yep.
And it's now daytime.
That's appropriate.
It really does seem like we took a nap.
Yeah. Literally. Just shoo.
Oh yeah, no, I remember when I first started playing, like when I started playing this to play with my coworkers, I started off in the Ulda era, and I think I got myself up to like level 12, and I never got out of Central Thanalan.
Oh my god. I see, I see.
I'm just going around killing random enemies. Alright. Your turn.
My turn? Alright.
Yeah.
Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured or worse. Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief. And so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan. You and the people of Ulda. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It is not my place to make my demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in future. No, you won't.
Of course, of course. I'll do whatever it says to get this lecturing to stop.
I cannot thank you enough, Lisa and Darren. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from voidsent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vault. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer.
I'm okay with tokens.
A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder.
A sarcastic man.
Yeah, I see you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the ether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless.
I love the fact that Papa Sean speaks so highly of him, but at the same time has no problem throwing him under the bus like that.
Yeah. As for you, Lisa and Darren, you're just the sort of adventurers we need around here. Did I accidentally miss one? No, I did not. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Sure.
Quest complete.
For a moment, I thought I had skipped over a thing of dialogue because my mouse sometimes does the double click when I do one, and I'm like, uh oh.
Nope, you're fine. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude which I owe to the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. That is a lot of P words.
Yeah, I know.
Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. What is up with your love for the P words, dude? You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines, for which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagiri at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Sure.
Sure.
Let's go get the great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
If, oh god, how do I say his name?
I want to say it's like Cisadoa.
Cisadoa doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Here. Oh, So you're to deliver this decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce.
Roger?
Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the Coffer and Coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Okay.
Roger? That's like the most normal name in this entire game.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just running over the Orobons.
Yep.
I got Orobon on my boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Come on, damn it. You're not gonna be so kind.
Nope. Hi, Roger.
Roger? Drink for your lassie and lad? You won't get a better ale of spirits for your coin than at me place. Here's your pumpkin. What's that? Wee Cece Doa asked you to bring this dear to me. So even the foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drunken sodden-ard ass back home. What else? An honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. Can't wait to see what the cooks will do for her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on your health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, lassie and lad. Now I'm gonna go help Tim. He's stuck in the well.
Word is Blackbrush Station's sorely undermanned. The storm torches there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for a short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Okay.
It's not the worst job we've been given so far.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so far we haven't been asked to pick up shit.
Yeah.
But probably just a matter of time.
True.
I don't think it'd be an RPG until at some point or another you have to pick up shit. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are sellswords hired by the Imagina and Sons Mineral concern to protect his interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and as for this purpose, we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work, and liable to get messier still if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. Ready? Present yourself to me again. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
So, are you ready for inspection? You didn't even leave. Good. Everything appears to be in order. Yet, know that naught is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress. After all, and at any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. I have had to bury too many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dents in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear.
Alrighty, my turn, I guess?
Yep.
Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fiska's Watch. A tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a goblin. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use the civil ore cluster to lure out the creatures, then slay them. Okay, easy enough.
Sure. We like slaying stuff.
Violence!
There ain't no getting off these tracks we on.
Mm-hmm.
Do. But again, at least we haven't had to pick up shit.
True. Hiya!
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
That was it.
No, that was it. Too easy.
Too easy. So this is what it's like to be overpowered.
Yeah.
On the tracks again.
Yep. Okay, Warren, we're back.
We're back. That was quick. Well done. Shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of the Amanchian and Sons mineral concern, but of Ulda herself. One might liken these trains tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men and women like you to lend a hand. Don't forget to tune to the aetheryte, Darren.
Yep.
Don't pull a rain.
Yep. Ah, the altruistic adventurers. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Sure. Rumor has
But thou
it...
must.
But thou must, yeah. Rumor has it that there is a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Sildeep. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of there we go again.
Existence is pain.
Yeah. Entirely ignorant of its existence. And even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw, of all places, is moving to claim it. The fellow's name is, Weistan, and he is very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the...
Sacrarium?
Sacrarium?
Or Sacrarium.
Of course,
Either
of course, the thaumaturges only considered the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ulda. If you would have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Lalorito. Boo, that name, fuck that name. He has a long, lavish skill upon the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Suffice it to say, if Weistan thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventuality may yet be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Wystan and volunteer for his expedition.
Sure. Is this undercover work? Back to the bar.
Yep.
Hi, Wystan. Come to join? Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. Well, look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There are these children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I've time to spare. And so they've taken to following me around, even when I tell them not to. But what with overseeing the search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me?
Sure, why not?
Are you sure they're children? They look like Lollifells to me.
Yeah. Wystan's kind to us. I like him. This is for me? I want to eat it, but then again I don't, because then it'd be gone. Tell Wystan thanks, and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way.
But Wystan always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Wow, a ginger cookie. I better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him.
Ain't going nowhere, mister and miss. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, so you'll have to carry me.
Have a cookie.
A cookie? Well, if Wystan really wants me to go home, then alright, but I want 2 next time.
Greedy bastard, but that also sounds very Linné.
Yep.
I like playing with Wystan. He makes sure no one bullies us. Have a cookie. Wystan's worried about us? Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. That also sounds very Linné.
Yeah.
I got cookie, I go home.
Yep. Cutscene. Guessing it's my turn?
Yeah, why not?
Thank you, adventurers. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it, but no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better, yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for far too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurers. We will reclaim our dignity, and with it, our place within those walls. We found her! We found the vein! Wystan, you must come and see! Already? Amazing! We leave at once! You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. I don't know
How
about
can
this.
this go wrong? What could go wrong? It's a level 50 mammoth.
Hunt mark.
Let's break our legs.
Okay. Whee.
Ow!
Yep. Owie. Oh, hey, look.
Oh, look, it's another instance.
Yep.
Foul's balls, son. A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined, bloody city. God's damned idiot. What did you think was gonna happen? That you'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order while the masters of Ul'dah look on? No one crosses the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Finally sunk in, has it? Now look at this. Not all your friends deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy, now you won't have to die alone.
But we ain't dying.
A mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Who's spouting gibberish? Show yourself. Ask and thou shalt receive. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells, does Lord Lolorito mean to kill us too? You guys are no better than the Serpent Reavers.
Let's fight! Oh hey, we get to build up to this eventually. Except instead of a Gunham, you get to fight Titan.
Done.
Done! Easy! All too easy!
I killed it before my fight or flight ran out. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman and man are no ordinary adventurers. What?
Huh? Who's there? Oh, they're gone now.
Who dare?
No one.
That was a quick instance. The first one was longer.
Yeah, no, right?
You wanna do your type 2.0, or should I do it for you?
Sure, I'll do it.
Sure.
Damn. Seems I've missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time.
I didn't need your help the first time, but
Headache.
now we get to see Thinkrid, the Playboy Thinkrid point of view.
I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ul'dah herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I have oft heard of it said that a blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses.
Playboy.
I hear they attacked another caravan. Aye, and business is suffering for it, bloody Amalja. What stirred 'em up, do you reckon? Another raid, and I'll wager that caravan was carrying crystals much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you?
Thinkrid? No, never.
Perish the thought. So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you lovely ladies be staying?
Such a playboy.
Such a playboy.
At this point, I'm trying to figure out who's the bigger flirt, Thinkrid or Nocta.
Fair.
Oh, I can't wait for Nocta and Thinker to meet.
Flirt. Flirt, flirt. Who can out-flirt the flirts?
Go to wake Nocta up and her and Thinker are in bed together.
Yeah.
You know what? Not even gonna ask.
At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. A result of the uncommonly bad harvests, to be sure. And we have you to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to Dalamud's descent. And of course, to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Leafswall will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Truly a marvel of Charlian ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the aether. Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. This disturbance is recent. The Sultan tree? Maybe Papashan will know something of it. Run.
And thus did we meet him.
Yep.
Oy, my head.
Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest had already quit the scene. The general? Very well. I shall be there anon. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I heard the blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would surely have slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the coffer and coffin and later. Until then, stay safe. I shall accompany Wyston and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of ether in Thanalan.
And womanizer.
And womanizer. It is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet, it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Next time we meet, I'm still gonna be in combat, so, see ya! Wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Fare thee well.
Go ahead. Finish that thought.
Make up your mind, Thancred.
To say or not to say?
That is the question.
Back to the party we will go.
Yep.
Now, you only recently created Darren, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, did you have any other characters in the Ulda section, or just Darren?
I'm trying to remember, because I have quite a few, alts.
Hmm. Oh no, we entered a fate.
Whatever will we do?
Leave it.
Yeah.
12, bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Lolorito owns the goddamn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. Just a merchant, for God's sakes. That ruthless bastard. And what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It buggers belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, goddamn it, if Lolorito learns of your involvement, you would next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Momodi. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Mayhap she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lolorito's spies may be watching. Back to Ul'dah!
Yep. I'm just going in my head of who started where for my main set of alts.
You've got a main set of alts and an alt set of alts?
Yeah. Because
Good lord.
the ones that I kind of my quote-unquote mains are on Genova because they're the ones that see the most use.
And then you met me and Rain and said, fuck, I'm gonna create one on Siren.
Yeah. And the alt that I named Sebastian is started in Genova because he started as, I believe, Paladin and went to Samurai. Sorry, my Great Dane just popped her head up next to me. Hi, Riley.
Like, hi, Riley.
Riley. She has the cone of shame on.
Aw, poor Riley. Momodi, we must talk.
Yep.
But first, I will sit.
I'm guessing you want me to take this one?
I'll do this one.
Okay.
Settle down, Darren and Lisa. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were. Stand, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome round here as a rabid wolf. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Aldernon Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Nalthal, and a member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he by leaving loose ends, that one. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hell, even those blades knew what was coming. It's not like they could have refused to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Ul'dah, Lisa and Darren. It's true that there are some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, and for that, you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have a word with Atopa Patopa whenever you feel like staying. then, when you've got your appetite for adventuring back, consider taking on a guild leader or two. We've got a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It's a good way to it'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested.
Yep.
Alright. Look what the curl dragged in. Good to see you, Lisa and Darren. I'd ask what brings you, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So happens I know a fella by the name of Dadanen who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Ul'dah with the means to buy them. He's asked that I send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in Horizon if you fancy. That's in Western Thanalan, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion's Crossing and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in, might be he'll have some talk of the royal family that'll interest you as well. Why not make use of a chocobo porter for the journey to Horizon? If you've the gil for it, that is. You'll find the chocobo stables just across the way from the quicksand. Find Mimigan, he'll set you straight. Well, off you go. I haven't got all day to be holding your bloody hand. You're so kind, Mamodi. You know, I don't even think that anybody mentioned the chocobo porter in the Linza section.
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, just because, I'm gonna use the chocobo porter.
To Horizon.
1 minute for 5 gil. Whee! And it's automatic too.
Yep.
This must be what it's like to drive an AI car.
Oh god. Riley. She's leaned right up against my chair.
It was funny, my sister's dog, he was all up in my lap. And then I went out and I got my hair cut. And I came back and he's just like, who the fuck are you? The Dondon. I'll let you have it.
Alright. Lisa and Darren, I presume. Mamodi said to expect you, and so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own. And that's why I've asked Mamodi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there is plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you're ready to make yourself of some use.
You can't just tell me now. It so happens that I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste. And I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product and my latest order has yet to arrive. If I keep my customers waiting any longer, they could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I've paid my man in advance for his services. Despite his assurances that would be a simple affair, I've heard nothing since he departed for Copperbell Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I can't afford any further delay.
Okay.
Drunken? You trusted somebody with the name Drunken.
Yeah.
It's like saying, hey, my name is Meth Metherson. You can trust me with your meth. What do you want, The Danid's product. He can send all the notices he likes, but it won't change a thing. The concern has closed the mines due to some incident in the depths. It's a goddamn shame, too. Lost a decent haul just over yonder during all the chaos. Really?
Want me to take this one?
Sure.
The product you heard Danadan going on about is a valuable gemstone known as raw Nashashite? I don't know.
Sure. It's either Nashashite or Nashakite.
I managed to dig up a goodly amount just before the mines were closed off, actually. Packed it up and hauled it out, even. But then them 12 damned goblins came along. Not like any goblins I'd seen before in Hungary, only for the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones, so I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beast. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, would you bring me my nashite? Sure.
Sure. You just stand there and be a bitch. Bye.
Bye. There we go.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
It's a glide bomb, not to be confused with just a regular bomb.
Hmm.
Here, I found your ore. How did you fare, friend? Did you find the raw nanashite?
Yep.
Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Unasha, who once ruled us the Sultana. This should save Dadanin from his troubles, if there's enough left. There's far less here than when I found. I reckon those goblins made a meal of the stuff. Bloody waste.
Alrighty. You'd like a chance to make some money, right? Then I know just how I can repay you for your kindness. Swarms of sun midges have been harassing travelers along the road connecting Horizon to here. It's gotten so bad that the brass blades have started paying folks to keep the roads clear. If you find it hard to believe that swarms of tiny midges could be so troublesome, then you've never seen a chocobo driven into a frenzy by one. There have already been some terrible accidents. Do your part and slay a few swarms. After that, let Fafalupa know. He'll reward you for your trouble, and maybe even offer you more work. Sure. Why not? Gotta kill 4 of them.
Fuck 'em.
desert beasties. There we go.
I just love hearing the ting of the shield blob. It's like hearing it smack off its dome.
Yep.
Ting! Buzzing stops.
Ping.
No. I've gone from having bugs in my teeth to bugs on my shield. Foofaloopa! I pity you. You have such a horrible name. Greetings and salutations, adventurer. To what do I owe this? What? You're slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying on Horizon long? If so, there's much more you can do to help there. Sure. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurers. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leo Frick is stationed there. Ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has it taken this long to receive them. And so I feared that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. She must have made it to Central Thanalan, or the brass blades that patrol the roads between here and Scorpion Crossing would have seen something. But if she made it as far as Blackbird Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus your search on the road to Blackbird Station in Central Thanalan. With luck, you'll find her quickly.
Okay.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
Buzz.
Wonder if we can shortcut it.
You are certainly welcome to try. I'm taking the long way. I saw you get on your mount.
Wouldn't be the first time.
True.
Because it says there's a freaking thing there that you should technically be able to go through.
Yep. Huh, someone's crafting all the way out here.
I like the music and the sounds of the bugs. It helps me concentrate. Is this Ellie?
Yep.
Huh?
Huh? Oh, I was gonna take it.
Good.
Huh? A letter. I've got Falupa's missive right here. I won't be delivering it anytime soon, though. Got to tend to my bird's injured leg first. Even the most minor of cuts can fester if ignored. Falupa sent you, right? If this is a pressing matter, why don't you take it to the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. Look for the tents by the river. Okay.
Sure.
Why not?
We haven't gotten our cardio in yet for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Darren's a monk, so he needs all that cardio, that precious, precious cardio.
Yep.
Gotta keep my legs thick.
Gotta keep my endurance
Too.
up.
Alright. Never skip leg day.
Nope, never skip leg day.
Hmm. You realize there was an opening there, right? Yeah, but the hurdles just had some of my workout.
Yeah.
Leo Frick. Just passing through, or will you be staying a while? Floofaloopa sent you all this way because of a late letter. The boy is still far too earnest. Despite my demotion, he continues to call me captain. I suspect he has no idea what it means to be transferred to Lost Hope either. The Brass Blades don't give a Kokarian's arse about this settlement. Not one in Uldal does. All here have been forsaken adventurers, refugees, their protectors, and you will be too if you've seen associating with us. Thank you for the letter. Now for your own good, leave.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're not my dad!
Wanted me to take this one?
Sure.
I thought I told you to get out of here. What, looking for a chance to do some good? I guess I can't force you to leave. Damn stubborn adventurers, the lot of you. Fine then, listen well. A band of outlaws has taken up residence at the Caravan Menace on the ridge to the south. Their leader has styled himself heir to Eolad Quiveron, the syndicate member who died in the Calamity. Spit.
Mm-hmm.
The Baron and his cronies are not more than a pack of jackals. They prey on the people of Lost Hope, robbing them of what little they have. I myself cannot act without endangering the refugees, as they know my face, and will retaliate against Lost Hope. You, however, are not known to the bandits or their allies. If you wish to help us, then deal with the Baron. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go assassinate a bitch.
Yep. Maybe you could get it to that point up by going up this way? I don't know. Doesn't look like it.
Ow.
My knees.
Ow, my legs. Look at all the antlings.
Mm-hmm.
Cochinil cactor.
That and sunbats.
You know, it's funny, Rain can sit there and look at an antling, but if you put like a spider near him, he's just like, nope, no.
Mm.
Hi. Bonk.
Bye.
We're bad assassins. We just walked right out.
Yeah.
Just donked him.
Bunk. Yeet.
Yeet.
Ow.
Ow.
My legs.
Here you go.
Second wind. There we go.
So it is done? Good. I hope that wretch died screaming. Well, I mean, he didn't really last long enough.
He didn't last long enough to scream.
Ul'dah is more prosperous than ever, some say. That may be true for the Syndicate, but none of that wealth has trickled down to the small folk. It's all a murmur's farce. One day I refused to play my part, and so I was made to leave the stage. Aye, my time has passed. The brass blades of the rose must look to others for guidance. As you may have noticed, I am in no shape to leave Lost Hope right now. So, in my stead, I'd like you to return to Horizon and give this dagger to Fufalupa. Although it's just an old ornamental dagger, it belongs to the brass blades of the rose. I should have given it to the boy before I came here. Just to save some time, we can teleport there.
Yep. Teleportation! What a useful thing.
Lisa, Darren. I received word from Captain Leofric the other day. Thank you for delivering the letter to me. Why do you have that dagger? Only a captain of the brass blades of the rose is permitted to possess it. Captain Leofric says I'm to have it? There must be some mistake. You couldn't possibly mean to tell me that. No, of course not. I'm not worthy to wield it. Nevertheless, I shall respect the captain's wishes and take the dagger into safekeeping until he comes to reclaim it.
Oh, my sweet summer child.
I don't think he's coming back, dude. Your turn.
Okay. The brass blades of the rose have need of your assistance once more, Darren and Lisa. Thaumaturges from the ossuary are presently surveying the footfalls for ancient relics. As the area is rife with wild beasts, the Horizon Garrison has been charged with their security. I accidentally skipped over one.
But Captain Baldwin sent only a handful of brass blades. Despite his assurances to the contrary, such a small unit cannot possibly be sufficient to protect our patrons.
I would have you offer your assistance to my comrades. Pray travel to the footfalls and speak with, Totoruna. Totoruna?
Either Totoruna or Tortuna. It's Tortuna. It's Tortuna.
Tortuna.
Totoruna. Totorna.
However the fuck you say it, it is said.
Everyone has a weird ass name. Except for Roger. Roger's pretty simple.
Yeah,
He's
Roger is simple.
Bitch.
Yeah.
I'm so short compared to Darren.
I know. Small.
Look, it's Nunuzofu. The bleeding venture come to help? I ain't heard nothing from Captain Baldwin about this. He said trusted men only. Any road, we've got this under control. And besides, this operation ain't got nothing to do with Fufalupa. Boy's got a stick up his arse the size of a sabatender. It's no wonder the captain told him to stay in Horizon. Your turn.
Okay. Hey, adventure. Mind running a message to Crescent Cove for us? Captain Baldwin's planning some festivities for the thaumaturges, see? And he wants them treated to the finest food and drink. Nothing but the best for our distinguished guests, eh? Head west and south to the village and tell Ralph that he's to deliver a bounty of fresh fish to Horizon for the feast.
Sure.
Sure, school winked.
Yeah, I have nothing better to do with my time than to go play messenger about your food order.
I know, right? Just, I ain't your retainer, but sure, whatever.
Hi, Rafe. Fresh fish for Captain Baldwin. Of course, we'll do our best, madam and men. But unfortunately, we've had a poor catch in recent days on account of the rough seas. More boats should be returning soon, but I cannot promise that their catch will please. But don't worry, my lady, the captain will have his fish, I swear it.
And all the way over here.
We're riddled, Oh, Captain, my Captain.
Captain, my captain. I'll take this one.
Your turn.
Yep. You are an adventurer, are you not? I know this is sudden, but I have no one else to turn to. Last night, a gang of bandits from the whoever Menace were in their cups, and I overheard them discussing their plans. It seems they've come to collect gemstones stolen from Copperbell mines. Nosashite, I think I heard one say. They are to meet with their co-conspirators soon at the Footfalls. What did you say?
Foofaloopa, where the hell did you come from?
Illicit exchanges and shadowy dealings, the breastplates cannot abide such mouthfuls. Forgive my eavesdropping, Lisa and Darren. I came to Crescent Cove merely to thank you in person. I never imagined I'd uncover a criminal conspiracy right outside Horizon's gates. We must act quickly if we are to apprehend these thieves. I will notify Captain Baldwin at once. No, wait, you mustn't! Oh, gods. You must stop him before it's too late. Captain Baldwin himself is working with the bandits. Nod. Caught you.
We look so bored.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's just like, what? Backstabbing and conspiracies? And bribes and all this other stuff? You don't say.
No, I never could have seen this coming. Not in a million years. Mm-mm.
It's like we're in Ul'dah. No, wait, we are. Well, we're in Fodlin.
Mm-hmm. Gate failed. Fate failed.
I wasn't even participating. Don't you dare tell me it failed.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh no, another single instance.
Here we go. Captain Baldwin, sir, I've discovered something shocking, something horrible. Someone has been stealing gemstones from Copperbell mines and... Wait, those gauntlets, those boots. Why, you're one of Corveron's men, sir. That man is a thief and a scoundrel. And what of it? This coin's good, and that's what counts. What? Captain Baldwin, are you working with these men? It cannot be. I told you to stay in Horizon, Foofaloopa. It didn't have to be like this. They'd get their Nashashite, I'd get my gill, and none would be the wiser. But, sir, what if your crimes are uncovered? What if Lord Lolorito finds out? You goddamn fool, don't you see? I am acting under the authority of Lord Lolorito himself. No, that can't be true. Why do you think people join the Brass Blades, Foofaloopa? To serve and protect? We're not the bloody flames here. We do this for the coin. You there, adventurous. Do you remember me? Well, I remember you. I mean, I didn't really see you too much considering I clonked you in the head and then Darren just battered your body.
Yeah.
I am Sir Baron von Quiveron IV, the Fourth Esquire. You killed my brother, and now I'm going to return the favor. Oh, okay. Then why would I remember you? Well, that settles it. It's clearly in everyone's best interest that both of you die.
Good luck with that. Taking care of ads first. And focusing on this bitch. Done.
Bye-bye. That's enough, Baldwin. Your partner is dead and your plans are undone. You've no reason left to fight. Stay out of this, Leo Frick. I don't take orders from you. I may have spared your life before, but if you interfere, I will not show you mercy. And what mercy will he show you, I wonder? You have done so much in another man's name. What are you blathering about? Every fisherman in Crescent Cove knew about your meeting, you arrogant fool. Couvaron's men couldn't keep their mouths shut. Imagine Lord Lullerita's surprise when he learned that a rank-and-file brass blade was using his name to advance a personal agenda.
Oof.
He knows? 7 hells. But I'm a captain. He wouldn't. I was once a captain too, remember? And we both know what happened to me. Well fought, boy. You've done the brass blades of the Rose proud. Captain Leofred, Captain Baldwin, he said that Lord Lullerita wouldn't waste his time on a small-scale smuggling operation. This is all Baldwin's doing. What else did he say? That all of our brethren are no better, and that each and every one cares for naught but coin? Mere excuses to justify his schemes. We've no shortage of greedy sods. Some would probably sell their own mothers into slavery if the price was right. But there are men like you, Fufalupa, men good and true, whom the small folk respect. Which is why I gave you the dagger. The brass blades of the Rose need a leader with honor, and you're the most honorable man I know. Thank you for all your help, Darren and Lisa. The captain and I will escort Captain Baldwin back to Horizon. Pray visit me in town when next you return. Look at those rosy little cheeks. Invité to party.
Yep.
Wow. 102 experience points, and that's with 50% increase.
No thanks.
It's going to do great to get me to level 92 with a need of 13 million.
Heavy sarcasm.
Foofalupa. Your turn.
Welcome back, Lisa and Darren. So much has happened. Captain Baldwin has been arrested and stripped of rank, which means the brass blades of the Rose no longer have a captain. Until a new one is designated, I've been ordered to serve as acting captain of the Horizon garrison. Though doubtless this is only a temporary arrangement, I will do my utmost to represent my brethren and protect the people of Horizon. Thank you, Lisa and Darren, for your service to the Sultanate. You are our true heroes.
Jaw. I salute you, honored friends. As acting captain, I should be much obliged if you would grant me a personal request. In our efforts to ascertain the full extent of the former captain's corruption, we have been poring over his personal correspondence. Our search unearthed a sealed letter addressed to a man named Owen. But he is one of the Sultan's sworn elite. I could think of no reason why he should be dealing with Baldwin. We now know that the former captain was consorting with a coalition of criminals. Could it be that Owen was too? This letter may well serve as evidence of their collusion, and so I dare not tamper with it myself. But given the events of recent days, I knew not whom to trust with this information, until now. I have chosen you, Lisa and Darren. Pray bear the letter to Mistress Momodi of the Quicksand and relate the circumstances of its discovery. Not only is she a staunch supporter of the Sultana, but she is well acquainted with the Sultan Sworn. She will know how to best proceed.
Okay.
To save some time, we'll just warp back, and I had to go bust out my baseball bat. Oh. Bot has been banned. Ding, ding, ding. Whee!
Wee. Boing. Boing.
Table hopper.
Yep.
Your turn.
Ah, Lisa and Darren. It's been too long. Denadane tells me you've been keeping busy in Horizon. I want you to know that I'm grateful for everything you've done for the people of Ul'dah. Even though you've seen the seedier side of our city, you've continued to help your fellow man. Believe me, the folk around here love you for it. What is it? You look like you've got something to say.
Take this letter.
Take this. Cutscene. So that's what this is all about. But Falupa's thinking Owain might have been in league with Baldwin, that this letter could be proof of something shady. Well, you needn't worry. Owain's as loyal a Sultan Soren as I've ever known. I haven't the foggiest what this says, but... Wait a minute, wasn't Owain the one who... Oh hells, I've got a bad feeling about this. Listen, Lisa and Darren. I think I know what this is all about, but I need you to swear to keep it quiet. If you'd rather wash your hands of this business, I won't hold it against you. But if you're determined to see it through to the bitter end, say the word and I'll explain.
The word.
The word.
Can I count on your discretions, Lisa and Darren? If so, then listen closely. The outside world believes Ul'dah to be a sultanate ruled by Sultana Nanamo Ul'nam. Truth is, though, it's the 6 wealthiest citizens that hold the most sway, the Syndicate. Be that as it may, the Sultana still got the support of the people. But she might struggle to keep even that if a certain incident becomes public knowledge. And there goes the twins. It pains me to say it, but Her Grace's crown, the symbol of the royal dynasty, has been stolen. And Owen's the Sultan Sworn who was charged with guarding it that night. I'd bet anything this letter was written by the bastards who made off with the crown. It can't be a coincidence that a man we know to have been fraternizing with the thieves had a letter for Owen of all people, at this of all times. You need to take this to the man himself, Lisa and Darren. Tell him Momodi sent you, and that it concerns a lost heirloom.
Okay.
If it looks as though the fellow needs help, I want you to lend it to him. The future of our fair city may depend on it.
Okie dokie.
Okay, day. Where is Owain?
We want to go to the Alchemist Guild.
Do 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 do. The heart of the Sultan, the heart of the sworn lies beyond. State your business. Pardon? Did you say a lost heirloom? Proceed.
Yep.
Alright, Owen.
Want me to take this?
Sure.
Well met, adventurers. What business brings you here this day? A letter. Very well, let's see it. Hand over.
Here's a letter containing your name.
Have you read this, adventurers?
Nope.
No. I see. But you have some inkling to its contents, I think.
Yep.
Mistress Momodi has doubtless explained to you the significance of the crown, and what its loss could mean for her grace the Sultana. This theft shames the Sultan's war, and me most of all. The blame is mine, you see. I grew lax in my duties, and in a moment of carelessness. No, it will do no good to recount the tale now. Since the hour of the theft, we've searched frantically for any signs, any whispers as to the whereabouts of the crown. We have found nothing. The identity of the thieves and their motives seemed fated to remain a mystery, until you arrived bearing this ransom note. In it, the criminals state their price for the return of Her Grace's crown. And though it pains me to say it, I fear I have no choice but to acquiesce to their demands. Too much is at stake to do otherwise. The crown symbolizes Her Grace's birthright, and identifies her as the custodian of the old legacy. It must be recovered. I will travel to the unholy heir and pay them their ransom.
What is their ransom?
That is a good question. Though I am not foolish enough to meet these men alone, as they stipulate, I dare not bring a host of my comrades, lest the thieves take fright. Friend, would you consent to be present for the exchange? Mistress Momodi has always spoken of you in the most glowing terms, and I have never yet had reason to question her judgment. On behalf of all those still loyal to the Sultana, I beseech you, help us in our hour of need. Sure.
Alright. I think that's Central Dublin.
Yep.
Off we go.
Yep.
Oh, look, I can see the instance marker.
Yep. Instance.
I've come as agreed. Now show me the crown. You'll have your crown once we've been duly compensated. Do you think me a fool? What assurance have I that you will honor your part of the agreement? Now, Owen. You're the least trustworthy man here. Not only was the crown stolen on your watch, but it looks to me as if you violated the terms of our exchange. Did we not say that you were to come alone? And given that you are not alone, what guarantee have we that there isn't a company of archers surrounding us even as we speak? ready to feather me and my men the moment they catch a glimpse of the crown. You have made a mock of our trust. The deal is off. Wait, here's your payment, as promised. Aye, 'tis the real thing. 1,000 thanks to you, boy. You've succeeded where scores of thieves have failed. And now at long last we have it. The power to create an army of undying soldiers. The traitors spurn. No, it can't be. What have I done? Surely you must have wondered what it was that you were handing over. What it was that seemed as valuable to us as the crown seemed to you? Or did you assume we were feeling charitable? But you must feel terrible knowing that you've brought us the doom of Sildi. Worry not, boy. We'll grant you a quick death and spare you further ignominy. There's too many. Lisa, Darren, run. Run while you still can. I will do my duty. It's your duty to serve the Sultana, lad, and you'll be doing it for a good while yet. Papashan! Sultan Swarm, put these thieves to the sword and secure the crown. Sultan Swarm? No matter. Kill them all!
Let's go! White Sun has been summoned.
Hi, Void. Goodbye, Void.
Done.
Done.
All too easy.
All paladins. Master Papashan, but why? How? The general saw you sneak into the vaults, though, and he suspected something was afoot and ordered us to keep an eye on you. The Flame General, he ordered you to look after me? Master Papashan, more of them to the north. After them, Sultan's warned. They have the crown. This lot sought only to delay us. Let us speak again back in the city. The source of their strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Darkness barrier! O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live.
Alrighty,
You really want to? You really want to go this route with me?
bitch.
Hey, there's Stinkard.
Gargoyle dead. He can't make up his mind on who to target. Is it Thinkard or is it me? Make up your mind. Almost done. Got him.
Done.
Want me to take this one?
Sure.
Ugh. That the wisdom of the Paragon should be brought low by mere mortals. Paragons? This is indeed a disturbing revelation. We had long suspected the involvement of the bringers of chaos, Ascians, to give them their true name. But we could not be sure they were responsible for the recent disturbances until now, as if the Sultanate needed any more enemies. Have we Charlians crossed paths with Alcians before? Well, we certainly... Wait. I don't recall telling you about my homeland. Ah, yes, that's right. You're one of the gifted. You know, this marks the third time I found you in the midst of trouble. If I didn't know any better, I'd say you're a lodestone for it.
No, that's a website.
Anyway, I'm glad I started following you around. Who knows what grand conspiracy you'll stumble upon next? I jest. Had I truly been watching your every move, I wouldn't have taken so long to intervene in your latest altercation. But all's well that ends well, eh? Our masked friend is no more, and while I very much doubt we've seen the last of his kind, his demise will likely grant us at least some respite. And on that note, I must away. Until next time, Darren and Lisa.
Goodbye, Zels Type 2.0.
Bye, Thinkard.
Back to Ulda.
Yep.
Alchemist skin.
Yep.
I knew where I was going, I swear I did. Everyone was waiting for you, adventurer. Yes. Papa Sean!
Papa Sean.
Does it surprise you to see me dressed so, Lisa, Darren? I was once a Sultan's sword, you know. It's been 15 years since I put down my sword and took up the role of station master. It is a capacity in which I am no less proud to serve, lest you doubt. Whenever Her Grace ventures outside the gates, I have the honor of protecting her person. Never before had I seen her so despondent as when news of the crown's theft reached her ears. But thanks to your valiant efforts, she has returned to her former vibrant self. You have the gratitude of every Sultansborn, Lisa and Darren. Yeah! We're awesome!
Yeah.
Exalted vessel of Northal, guardian of Thanalan, 17th ascendant to the throne of Uldar, Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo presides.
Long live Nanamo! Glory to the Sultana! Forever may she reign!
They regaled me with tales of a champion amongst champions, one whose tireless service to the crown merited the highest honor we might bestow. Never did it occur to me that it might be you. Bring it forth! Betokening our gratitude and esteem, I, Nanamo Ulnamo, Sultana of Uldar, confer upon you this gift. Rauban,
Raban.
see to it that our champion is my personal guest at the banquet.
As you command, Your Grace. If what they say is true, Uldar owes you a great debt. I am Rauban al-Din. With the consent of Her Grace, I oversee the affairs of the Sultanate. Brave souls are few and far between in these times. I count my blessings when I find one. Her Grace invites you to join her at the coming banquet. I trust I will see you there.
Yeah, of course. Towering bull.
Indeed. Come, hero. Until then, for the sake of Her Grace and the glory of the Sultanate, may you walk in the light of the crystal.
Hi, Silent.
Hi, Silence. Welcome in. How are you? Bum, bum.
I don't know if he dropped a message in yours, but he said hello to you both.
Yeah, that's what he did to me too.
By the 12, Lisa, Darren. For adventurers like you to receive a personal invitation from Her Grace is unprecedented. Seats at these banquets are offered only to the most distinguished individuals. You will be dining with some of the most influential people in Uldar. There are, of course, certain protocols that must be observed, but I am no authority of them. Fear not, however. Mistress Memodi has long been responsible for familiarizing foreign guests with our customs. Pray return to the to the quicksand and speak with her. She will tell you all you need to know.
Nice
I
one.
couldn't resist, man.
Nice one. It was there. You had to take it. Going well.
It
Love
was
what y'all
right
are
there.
doing here. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is Stripe's idea. I was just like, I'm down to go with this. Let's go.
What was my idea?
What we're doing here.
Oh.
Because Silent in my chat goes, going well. Love what y'all are doing here.
Yeah, Zell was like, okay, I'm gonna start streaming Final, and I'm probably gonna start with the next patchwork. So it's like, your first FF14 stream is going to be patch content. It's like, well, fuck it, okay, fine. I started with Shadowbringer, so I needs to cover stuff that I haven't covered, so I have the full story, and this way you have somebody to run with while you're revisiting old content. We'll get the whole thing.
Yep. For the 10 of us in the whole game who care about the story.
Yeah. Hey, I like the story. See,
Mm,
this was the perfect for me. I didn't burn myself out on any other MMO, so I was all about the story, no matter how good or bad most people consider it.
yep. Want me to take this one?
Sure, why not?
Welcome back, Lisa Darren, and congratulations on your invite to the big soiree. To be honest, I never imagined I'd be explaining these procedures to you. It's usually only foreign dignitaries who get to hear me prattle on and on about royal traditions. Anyway, I know you're busy, so I'll keep it short and sweet. In accordance with ancient custom, all guests to this banquet are required to wear a pair of ceremonial earrings made specifically for the occasion. They're meant to symbolize. Actually, forget about that. This was meant to be the short version. Being of a design unique to the occasion, the earrings serve as a security measure. The Solstice Worm won't let you near the hall without them. Your set should be ready and waiting for you at the Goldsmiths Guild. Mistress Serendipity is expecting you, so you'll want to head down there now. Once you've got them, bring them back here and we'll continue. Okay.
Does that mean the game's gonna be nice and just give us the earrings this time, or do we gotta go find the Calamity Salvager and get them again?
Good question. I'm also going to go in. Oh, I already have them in my inventory, so even if we do have to go and get them, I don't have to worry about it.
Greetings. Is there something I can help you with? Ah, Lisa, Darren, your earrings are right here. I crafted them myself. I'll have you know. I think you'll be very pleased. In case Mistress Momodi didn't warn you, the box is locked and I am not permitted to give you the key. It's a final safeguard, you see. Only designated individuals are authorized to distribute the earrings to guests. In this instance, the person in question is none other than Mistress Momodi. So you will need to ask her to open the box on your behalf. Pardon the inconvenience, but the Sultansworn take her Grace's safety very seriously. No big deal. Back to the Adventurers Guild.
Yep.
I think my brother-in-law's cooking some food because something's smelling really good.
Mmm. Picked up your ear.
I was thinking about doing something similar. I really wanted to comment on the whole Heidelin saga and point out references when they pop up. I mean, you're welcome to join us. Like we've already done our Limsa section, and we're just doing we're using also to show the hypothetical of how the story would go if you started off in Ul'dah or Gridania. So we're going to be covering those, but then we're using our mains to do the story. So, I mean, I wouldn't object if you wanted some running mates, and at least you had some kind of banter buddies, because I know it's hard revisiting the older content by yourself. So, if you wanted to, entirely up to you.
Yeah, entirely up to you. Picked up your earrings yet, Darren? Lisa?
Yep, here's the box. Open it up, please.
Let me just... Well now, looks like the guildmaster outdid herself with this pair. You'd best take good care of these earrings. If they fall into the wrong hands, gods only know what might happen. Now then, I hope you're feeling sociable, Lisa and Darren. Because you're about to hobnob with Uldah's elite. Let me know when you're ready to head to the banquet.
Thank you for 29 months. Holy crap. And to think, I've only been subbed to you for 31, so there's only a 2-month difference, so...
Oh my god.
Thank you for the resub. Your appreciation, support, whatever you want to call it, is always appreciated. And Silent says, yeah, that'd be fun.
Ayy.
Next, we do this on Mondays early enough in the day. Zell's got D&D at night. I usually have anime night, and but I'm holding off on anime night until I get settled into a new place. Right now I'm staying out at my sister's. But are you all some kind of static for this? Right now it's just Mondays, like I said. Early enough in the day that it doesn't interfere with my anime night when I have it and D&D. This is also kind of taking the place of my Persona stuff since I can't really do any of that right now. Yeah, next week we're doing the Gridania section. So I don't know where your character started, Silent, so we're using alt, so this way our dialogue doesn't differ. So we could talk more about it here in a little bit if you want. Woof, doggo!
Yep. They're probably doing something across the street.
This is it, Lisa, Darren. Your big debut in Uldan High Society. The banquet is being held in the Fragrant Chamber. Head over to the Royal Promenade and Bartholomew will show you in. Oh, be sure to put on your earrings first or he'll send you packing. Right, well, I reckon that everything's... Try not to let all the pomp and ceremony... I reckon that's everything. Try not to let all the pomp and ceremony get to you. Just be yourself and you'll be fine.
Do you need the Calamity Salvager?
I may, because I don't remember what the earrings were, so I don't know if I have them in a routine somewhere.
They are... I can actually link it to you. Hold on.
Yeah, link it real quick so I can at least search to see if I have it somewhere. The voice of the jest.
Yep.
It is in my retainer. So I just need to find a summoning bell. I can use the inn real quick and use summoning bell there.
Yep. Oh wait, can you actually use retainers while you're on New Game Plus? I think we...
Probably not. So I will just quickly exit New Game Plus and then restart it.
Fair.
Suspend. Doggos.
Yep,
Or
doggos.
I'll do a New Game Plus, whatever is easier.
Good evening. Good evening, thank you for popping on in. I'm glad to see you like the the one emote that I have.
Alright, so I got the earrings, we resume New Game Plus for all of 2 quests. Yeah, we were doing New Game Plus just because we didn't want to do the grind. And plus the fact, well, I didn't want to do New Game Plus just because it's like I started Strife with Shadowbringers, I've done Endwalker and Dawn Trail. I didn't want to do a new character to cover ARR Heavensward Stormblood. And then have everything back with my main, so it's like, let's just do New Game Plus. This way, also, we don't have to worry about the side quests too much. And Ella's couple are going nuts.
Yeah. Welcome to what happens during Stellaris. Sometimes.
I mean, it's all good, but I mean, usually I hear them bark here and there, but they're going to town.
Yeah. Riley! Withy, come here! Come here! They said no.
Still in school full-time and just restarted 100%. All achievements on the FF games, but that's going to be in the evenings. Yeah, New Game Plus would be less time-consuming. Yeah, we like I said, we usually do it on Mondays, just because my work schedule and everything and other stuff that we have planned. If a different day might work better for you to do this, we can, Zell and I can talk with you about it and figure out maybe a day that all of us, just for me and Zell, Monday seemed like the best day to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if we want to include silent, I don't think we are against switching if need be, as long as we have the availability to do so.
Yeah.
Okay. A banquet hosted by Her Grace the Sultana is due to begin shortly. Attendance is by invitation only. Please make way for arriving guests. We are honored to receive you, my lady, my lord. Please proceed inside.
Cutscene.
Yeah. These sections are nice because they literally stop as, the starting points converge into one. So
All hail the Sultana! Your Grace.
Raubon? By right of the Royal House of Ul, I, Nanamo, 17th of my line, have summoned you here. We are graced this day by the presence of a hero to Uldar and dear friend to the crown.
Monday works, it's a light school day.
I give you our champion.
Is that a regular thing on Mondays, or is it just like the last few Mondays have been light?
Not to spoil your appetite, but Uldar is hardly so bountiful as this meal would have you believe. While we gorge ourselves, children starve in the streets. Nor can Her Grace do aught to help them. She is thwarted at every turn by those on the Syndicate who derive their wealth from the workers' poverty. Beneath her mask of stately serenity, she is aghast at the plight of her subjects. But there is no hope for the masses until the crown is restored to power. I am truly grateful for all you have done for Uldar. But there is so much more to do.
There always is. It's only the beginning of the game.
That light, what is it? So bright, almost like by the 12. Tell me true, have you been troubled by strange dreams of late? Visions of the crystal? Mayhap you put
You could
them
say that,
down
although it's been
to
everybody else's.
excess of
thing.
ether.
Who are they?
Yes, you are like they were.
Let me explain.
Yep.
Allow me to explain. Before you came to Eorzea, there were others like you who fought the primals. Though they were not of this land, when the Garlean Empire threatened the realm, they helped bring together the three grand companies. And they stood with us at Cartano.
Let me explain. No, that would take too long, so let me sum it up.
Yeah.
The day we lost them. None who survived have forgotten the hero's sacrifice. Nor would any man deny they fought.
We already had a but thou must moment, so why not?
Come not to our lips.
Mm-hmm.
Once familiar pages of their story are now blank to us. And in our mind's eye, their faces are naught but silhouettes amid a blinding glare. It is for this reason that we have come to call them the Warriors of Light.
Said no one in Final Fantasy XIV ever.
I cannot help but think of them, and of what you might achieve. You must protect that crystal at all costs. It is a gift from Hydaelyn, mother of all, and one she gave to you for a reason. Yours is no ordinary tale.
They expose it to extremes sometimes. Yeah.
The fate of the realm may yet hang upon your deeds. Only heroes and martyrs are fit to bear such a burden. Let us pray you are the former.
Let us pray you're the former. Looks to the rest of the story. Oh no, I'm about to pass out again.
Oh no, the headaches are back.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Emmett Selk, let me explain the history of the entire setting.
Yep.
It is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you! Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me!
Dun 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 dun.
Hi Ishi, how are you doing?
Hi, Ishi.
Damn it! Damn it all to the seventh hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to
Quick,
withdraw.
to the beach for a new shell.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Relay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since
Is that
decided.
foreshadowing to Ehrenwald?
Better to retreat now than risk a massacre. This dark, stifling presence. Who or what?
Hey, Silent, where did your character start?
To take our place beside our
If you're doing the New Game Plus route.
to your positions.
That I should live to behold Bahamut once more. Magnificent. The eons of imprisonment have only made him hungry.
Hi, Dad. Streaming.
I am aware of them. Pay them no mind. Powerless to act. It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. Alright, who spiked my drink and why does my ass?
Do you want me to take this, or do you wanna?
Yeah, because mine skipped the first part.
How you feeling, Darren? Lisa? They said you fainted in the middle of one of the general's stories. I had to have you carried back to the hourglass.
I would have laughed my ass off if she pulled a batter on and said that she dragged us back.
Yeah. I reckon you made quite an impression on your fellow guests. Though probably not the sort you intended. You sure you're getting enough rest, Lisa, Darren? The life of an adventurer can be pretty taxing. Any road, I'm glad to see you're back to normal. No offense, but looking after you was getting a bit tiresome.
My bad.
Oh, before I forget, the general left a message for you. Said that you're feeling up to it. You should come and see him at the Hall of the Flames. Probably wants to finish the story he was telling you when you fell asleep.
That was a hell of a dream.
I know, right?
Alright, to the Hall of Flames. Since there's not really much else we can do here in New Game.
Yep. Whee. Sprint! We're almost done.
Yep, just one small chunk of story left to do.
Yep.
Potato farmer. Hi, Robon. I've been waiting for you, Lisa, Darren. I trust you are fully recovered. Good, because there's much work to be done. Work that would have you do. I'll go ahead and do this one too. Listen well, Lisa, Darren. This will take some time to explain. Doesn't everything?
Yep, that it does.
I've prepared these letters for my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. "5 years ago, we looked on. First by the Garleans, and then by the thrice-damned Primal called forth by their treachery. Not a day goes by that I do not think of my fallen comrade, and of the warriors of light of whom no trace remained. The tragedies of the Calamity are not so easily forgotten, nor should they be. In remembering all we've lost, we're reminded of what we still have. And so I mean to mark the 5th anniversary of the Battle of Cartino with a memorial honoring the... It is my hope that my counterparts in the Alliance will agree to do the same. And I would have you bear my words to them as my personal envoy. Why you? Because your deeds mark you out as the nearest thing I have to a warrior of light. I can think of none more worthy of... The question is, will you accept? Yeah. Then it is agreed. You will journey to Gridania and Limsa Laminsa as my official representative. Now, that's a great many miles to travel, but I've neither the time nor patience to wait around while you do it on foot. I hereby grant you permission to use the airship routes connecting the 3 city-states. This pass serves as proof of your privilege. Gone are the days when airship travel was available to all. The ever-present threat of Imperial attack has forced us to impose drastic restrictions out of concern for public safety. These passes are only granted when circumstances demand it, as in this case. Though there were others who insisted you be granted one regardless. I, Lisa, Darren, I am not alone in seeing it. Your potential is plain. I feel kind of insulted by that. But I have said enough. In the name of the Sultan, I bid you go forth. See for yourself the wonders of the realm for which the warriors... Rise to your calling and fulfill your... And should your path be barred by no man or beast, strike fast and true, for victory belongs to the bold. Now go, Lisa, Darren, and heed the crystal's guidance should you ever lose your way.
Yay!
Yay! Now we're gonna go talk
to Momodi! Forward and back, and then forward and back.
And a forward and back, again one quest forward.
Yep. Oh, Momodi! I'm assuming you want me to take her?
Sure, why not?
Ah! Back from your meeting with Raban, are you? What did the big man have to say? Personal envoy. Is that a fact? Personal envoy of the Flame General himself. So you'll be bearing the great man's words to the leaders of the Alliance, will you? And by airship. Bugger me, that's an honor and half, that is. But I can't think of anyone who deserves it more. I'm proud of you, Lisa, Darren. I truly am.
He said our potential was plain.
Now, I dare say Raban told you this, but not many people get to go on airships these days. In fact, most folk go to their graves having never once seen Eorzea from above. Poor Buggas shuffle off to meet Thal, having never known the blues of Limsa Lominsa's shimmering seas, or the myriad greens of leafy Gridania. But not you, Lisa, Darren. You'll see those sights and more. And wherever you go, you'll find fascinating folk with fascinating tales to tell. I give you a solid C, says Silent. Ow. My feelings. The people you meet, the places you go, savor these experiences. For they are priceless all. Saying that, it'd be remiss of me if I didn't remind you to be careful out there. Ul'dah ain't the only place beset by troubles, as you'll discover when you visit Limsa and Gridania. Oh, not... not... Silence says not you, Zell, lol. I meant when she... I meant when, you were playing Adventurers. Truth be told, that might be, well, I got so flustered. My tongue was just like, and what am I supposed to do?
No?
When she said, can't type. To be fair, Silent, I can't speak today, apparently. Truth be told, that might well be exactly what the General wants you to realize. I think he knows what kind of man and woman you two are, Lisa and Darren. And what kind's that, you ask? Why, the kind that can't resist sticking his nose in other people's business, of course. And don't you ever go changing. Safe travels, Lisa, Darren. I'll see you when you get back. I bet. Riley, why aren't you eating your dinner? Go eat your dinner.
Oh, Poppers, go eat. To the airship landing.
Riley? What you doing, baby? Yeah, she's in here with me. Speak of the language of the silent protagonist. ... I'm here.
Greetings, madame, sir. This is the reservation counter for passengers traveling to Limsa Lominsa. If I'm not mistaken, you are the Flame General's envoy, Lisa Samuels and Darren Luna. Yes? Highwind Skyways is at your service. Will you be flying with us today?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. Attention, all passengers. The airship bound for Limsa Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. When first we met beneath the Sultan tree, I sensed there was something unusual about them and her. I wonder if they will feel the same. Godspeed, Lisa, Darren, Godspeed. If I'm right, they'll be singing your praises from here to the far reach before long. May you always walk in the light of the crystal.
Whee!
My new game plus is in Ul'dah. Yep.
My dad is in my room tending to Riley.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste
Riley.
of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Agrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods. Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even
One of the few references I can clearly remember to 1.0.
us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity.
I'm trying to.
Twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten
Yeah.
nigh to the core. Yet it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance. We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Riley.
Yeah, good girl.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
I got her here.
Yeah. Put it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Carteneau. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus' plan.
Oh, what?
Hey.
My lord!
Hey, I just got a raid.
Please.
Hello, welcome Raiders.
Hello,
Congrats on the raid.
everyone. I'm so sorry if I butchered your name. Seo...
Alamigo, my lord.
Pardon me? I'm sorry if I butcher it. But welcome in, welcome in. My name is Zalise Elton, Zalise A, or Zell for short. It's easier to say and everything like that. So please call me Zell. Welcome to the Crystal Heart. Thank you so much for the raid. Let me get you a shout out here real quick.
I assure you, Frumentarians.
And yes, it has been a while, Icarus. Have you been?
Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased. At once, my lord.
What were you streaming?
Guard,
Oh, you guys were just chatting. What?
soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
How was your stream? I hope it was well.
Silent says we don't talk about 1.0.
Yeah, we don't talk about 1.0. I am joined today by, Strife.
Hello.
We are playing through some, past content from Final Fantasy XIV. We're currently doing the Ul'dah section. We're at the tail end of it. She was doing a Smasher Pass from Monster Hunter Wilds. Ooh, it was good, thank you. You hope your stream is fun for me? Thank you so much, I very much appreciate the raid. Very much appreciate the raid. I'm sure stream...
Hello, Raiders.
Yep, hello Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. At least it happened in the middle of a cutscene where I could actually, you know, not have to talk. Voice cutscene.
You must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Limsa Minsa, madam, sir. Admiral Bluefiswind awaits your arrival. You are the Ul'dah envoy. Welcome to Limsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the crow's lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthael. He will be pleased to show you in the Admiral's command room on the bridge.
You're gonna head out, but you hope I have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good rest of your day as well. Thank you so much for the raid. I'll make sure to take good care of your viewers. Thank you for trusting me.
Take care.
And wow, Icarus, you've been following me for a year, 9 months, 1 day, and 14 hours. Wow.
Wow, it's kind of creepy he's got it that exact.
Yeah.
Greetings, madam, sir, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry.
Of course. Here's the missive.
Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies, we can't afford to be too complacent, you understand. Please, step this way.
Wow, and Ishi has been following me for a year and 11 months.
Enter.
And this scene is partially voiced.
So the silver-tongued merchants send an adventurer to speak for them. It appears the Uldans place great faith in you.
Oh wow, Silent's been following me for a year, 11 months, 16 days, and 14 hours.
This way.
Wow, you guys have been following me for almost 2 years. That's crazy. I've been really streaming for that long? God damn!
I am Melviv Bluefisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom.
So this is a story all about how General Alden wants to set up a memorial service.
You want me to take her, or do you want me?
Yeah, go ahead.
A memorial service to honor the fallen. Yep, you remember some of my D&D streams too? Those were good fun. They will be eventually coming back, once a game has wrapped up. Seven Hells. Has it been 5 years? Me, literally just a couple moments ago. Really? It's been that long? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was in answer to the Imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Neil Van Darnus, Hell's Taken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon, Dalamud, from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to the Cartano Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Honestly, fair, lol. It's so hard to get so many people together for anything, but you're looking forward to it? Thank you, yeah. Hopefully you'll be around for more of the D&D streams. Those are always fun to do. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. Okay, me lurk, but it was nice seeing you guys again. Have a good rest of the stream. Hope it's lots of fun.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for the lurk.
Lurkers are always welcomed.
Yep, we love lurkers here. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Were Archon Louisoix still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nation struggled to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all, we need champions to replace those we lost.
Hello.
Yeah. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Raban has the right of it. I accept his proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Flame Dreader receives my reply. You travel next to Gridania, yes? Yeah. Pray give my regards to the elder Caesar. Oh, and tell her that the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Lisa, Darren. May the navigator guide you on your journey.
Bye, Admiral.
Bye-bye, Admiral. Airship landing. Because we don't have to worry about grabbing the aetherite or the shards, so.
Yep. Other perk in New Game Plus.
Yep.
Greetings, madam. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Gridania. A pleasure to serve you again, madam, sir. Are you ready to board Gridania?
Yep. That we are. Whee. Board the airship. To Gridania.
Like a bird through the skies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice 180 landing there, pilot.
Mm-hmm. Whee.
Ah, you must be the envoy from Ul'dah. Welcome to Gridania, madam, sir. The Elder Seedseer awaits your arrival. Greetings, good madam, good sir. You are the Ul'dan envoys, are you not? I have received instructions to assist you. Pray make your way into the city proper and identify yourself to the conjurer at Nafika's altar. She will admit you to the lotus stand where the Elder Seedseer awaits.
Okay, dokie.
Pookie Bear.
Yep.
Conjurer's Guild.
Yep.
You are the Ul'dan envoys. Begging your pardons, madam, sir, but might I inspect the missive you bear? Here you go. Verily, this is the seal of the Supreme Commander of the Immortal Flames. Please come with me. Supreme Commander, huh? I thought he was just a general.
Mm-hmm.
So you are the Ul'dan envoy. On behalf of our fair nation, I bid you welcome.
Finally, someone I don't have to hurt my neck to have a conversation with.
I am Khan Senna, Elder Seedseer of Gridania, and leader of the Order of the Twin Adder, our nation's grand company. I understand you bear a message from the Flame General.
A remembrance service for the fallen of Cartano. Pray tell me, adventurers, what do you know of our conflict with the Empire? Some? It would seem my counterparts recounted the tale in some detail. That is well. A message from the Admiral. A wolf has been sniffing around her stables, you say? I see. Well, I shall be pleased to provide her with such counsel as I am able. But first, friend of my friend, I will tell you more of the Garlean threat. For the greater part of its history, Garlemald was not even among the most influential nations of Ilthard, the northern continent. However, its innovations in the field of magitech some 50 years past helped to raise it from the depths of obscurity. Emboldened by this technology, it set about subjugating its neighbors, swiftly absorbing each of its ever-expanding territory. And when all of Ilsabard lay within its grasp, it turned its ravenous gaze upon Eorzea. So you need my character to start in Gridania or being at the MSQ where you two end today? More or less. Give us a second there, Silent. Yet Garlemald's transformation did not come about by virtue of Magitech alone. Its success owed much to the consummate leadership of its first and reigning emperor, Solus Zos Galvus, the man who built an empire in his own lifetime. Yet he has lived long, and after more than fourscore winters, it is said that he grows frail, and even more prone to illness. If rumors are to be believed, the matter of succession has destabilized the imperial court. This would explain the Empire's relative inactivity in recent years, which has granted us much-needed time to rebuild. Yet we cannot allow ourselves to become complacent, for Garlemald still maintains a presence in Eorzea in the form of the 14th Imperial Legion. Commanding this great host is Legatus Gaius van Belsar, a man whose ambitions are well known to us. So long as he breathes Eorzean air, none of us may sleep easy. The calamity wreaked such devastation upon the realm that it has been all we could do to nurse our wounds, never mind rebuilding our defenses. Simply put, we have not the strength to repel the Empire. To add to our woes, the beast tribes continue to summon their primals, whose very existence is a bane upon the land. Each nation is beset with its own primal problem. None has the resources to look beyond its own borders. The Admiral desires my counsel regarding a brazen wolf. She means to tell me that the Empire may soon resume its advance. Though the primals pose an undeniable threat to our survival, the threat posed by the Garleans is greater still. Clearly, each nation can no longer afford to think only of that which occurs within its own borders. A storm gathers upon the horizon. If we are to weather it, we must needs stand united once more. A remembrance service may help to rekindle the spirit of unity which brought the peoples of Eorzea together when last the Empire threatened our liberty. The Flame General was wise to make his proposal, and I wholeheartedly approve of it. The necessary provisions shall be made for a service here in Gridania. Your work here is done, my friend. I shall send my reply to the Flame General forthwith. I thank you for coming. May the 12 see you safely home. Call of the Sea. I pray your meeting with the Elder Seed Seer went well, my lady. Sir? Correct me if I'm mistaken, but did you not also deliver a message to Admiral Merwe Blufuswin of Liminsa Laminsa? While you were there, did you happen to meet Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench? Gregarious gentleman, always happy to help his fellow man. Well, I'm told that he has a task or a capable adventurer. I know not what the task entails, but I dare say the Flame General's personal envoy would make a fine candidate. If you are interested in learning more, pray speak with Baderon at his establishment. To Limsa!
Oh, yeah, we can just teleport. Teleportation. My brain blanked on that for a moment. I'm like, huh? What? The Aft Castle.
taking a little bit of the long way.
Fair.
Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass, lad. I'll be with you in a... I am Baderon, alright? Who's asking? Ah, heard as I've got a job for a capable adventurer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for your faint of heart. Thing's liable to get downright bleeding airy. But if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill ye in on the details. Alright, and that's the end of the old off section.
Yippee! We did it!
So, yep, that's basically what starting an Ul'dah looks like, up to the point that all the stories merge into one.
Yep.
So, yeah, Silent, if you want, either you can do, because next week we're going to be doing the Gridania section with a couple of alts, and basically going to this point here. So, either A, you can... Either A, you can use a character or create a character to cover the Gridania section with us. B, you could cover your start, since you now know where it starts and where it ends, with your character. Or B, or finally C, you could just start at part 2, which is basically where this picks up with the quest leading us to Sastasha to start. So, whichever you prefer to do. But that's basically what it looks like to start in Ul'dah.
We did it!
So yeah. It didn't take that long this time around.
Yeah, no, right? I was about to be like, is it just me or was that one shorter?
It feels a little shorter, but we didn't have many like breaks or anything. So.
True.
Do.
Bum, bum, bum.
But yeah, that was fun.
That was very fun.
But yeah, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for us.
Yeah, I'm just looking to see if I want to raid anyone before I head off.
I have an alt that starts at Gridania. Yeah, yeah, we started with Nocta and Strife and Limsa because I think that's the characters we're going to be streaming with permanently, especially since Zell wants to start doing some of the FF14 streams. So we're just covering part 1 with alts to show what each one is. But basically, once we get to part 2, we're going to be sticking with Strife and Nocta throughout. So if you wanted to use your main and not have any confusion, you could just cover yours by yourself. Now that you know there's no dungeons or anything, there's just like 3 or 4 solo instances.
There's 4, I believe. There's 40 each, I think.
So, entirely up to you. We're just sitting there partying up, so this way we kind of have banter buddies for it. So, But yeah, so we'll have to talk about what time works best for everybody on Mondays for this. So, you. Because I know you said your school days are light, but I don't know how light. So, but yeah, we got a whole week to figure that out. Next week, Zell and I will be back for the Gridania section. And then the week after that, we will be starting part 2 of ARR New Game Plus. Which, hey, who knows? Maybe we could actually run the dungeon proper if we have Silent.
Yeah, I mean, we'd just be missing one other person, so.
It shouldn't be that hard to grab it. So.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if anybody's really streaming right now. Me.
I don't feel confident in rating anyone that's streaming right now that I follow that's live right now, so I'm just gonna forgo.
Let me see if I know anybody who's streaming. So maybe if you want, you can raid them.
Okay.
Then, not really. I mean, Venturian, he's doing some Legend of Zelda randomizers, but I don't even think he gets his alerts. So yeah, we'll talk with you, figure out what you want to do, Silent. If you want to do the Gridania section with us, you can do that, or if you just want to keep one character focused throughout, you can do that too. Like I said, it's part 1. I think starts from completing the tutorial quest of talk to this person, attune to the Aetheryte, go to the guild. So it starts from there and goes all the way up to what you just saw us do. So, and then we'll just figure out a time that everybody's good to go. So,
yep.
In the meantime, I think the next time we'll be back is Friday with more Dragon Quest III.
Yep, that is the plan.
With and Rain, and hopefully Zell and Rain will have their stuff figured out for Stellaris on Saturday.
Yep.
And then yeah, Persona, like I said, Persona 3 is going to be on hiatus for me until I get situated in our new place, which probably will be about mid to late April. So probably, I'm just going to say probably just for safe and for getting everything moved and inside and everything. Probably May, Persona 3 will come back. So in the meantime, I'm just kind of focusing on FF14, especially since we got a new patch coming out soon, and Dragon Quest. Because also I don't have access to very many games right now, so I don't have much really worth that I want to stream.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Anything else coming up for you, Zell?
Not really.
Before we say goodbye?
It's just mainly this, Dragon Quest and Stellaris for me.
So hopefully we'll have Silent join us in the near future. We wanted to get Raymond on this, but he's hesitant about starting over.
Yeah, which is understandable. But yeah, his choice.
Yep. So.
Alrighty.
All right.
Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by. Thanks for the raid. Thanks for those who chatted or lurked. We love lurkers here.
And thank you for the resub from and just thanks for everybody who stayed and chat with us. Silence, your presence is always appreciated. And we'll see you guys Friday.
Yep.
Until then, take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.